Well, good morning from Vancouver, quite possibly, in my opinion, the most beautiful city in North America. Today we are heading out of Vancouver a little bit, not far, just over to Vancouver Island in a place called Victoria, and we're getting there on board a really cool type of aircraft. Alright, I'm a little bit lost. I've got 15 minutes until check-in closes for my flight. The heliport that we're flying from today is, well, sort of down there, but I can't get there without a 30-minute walk, so I'm gonna have to get a taxi to get from here to here. Hi, good morning. I'm alright, I made it.
Take a little peek at your photo.
Thank you.
Where is it we're off to?
Victoria. So I'm just travelling to go on the helicopter, if I'm honest.
Oh, okay. So then you're coming right back.
Yeah, I'm coming right back. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
So I think I put like 3 hours between in case like delays and things. But I think, yeah, thank you. So will I have time to get that one back, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what happens is actually going to be the same flight.
Okay. Right.
It'll
Okay.
be the same. So basically, you would catch this one here at 8 o'clock. You
Right.
get in at about 8:30.
Right.
Hang out in the terminal. If you want to see you have to see the agent to give her your ID. She'll
Okay.
check you in. Hang out there, and then you fly right back.
Yeah, fine. Then as long as there's time. Oh, so all checked in. Got my coffee. I can relax now. Honestly thought that 20 minutes or so to walk from just there to here would have been more than enough time, but clearly not. Never mind. We're here. There's no helicopter yet. I presume it's on the way in. But this is the lounge here, the HeliJet lounge here in Vancouver Harbour. And they operate a fleet of these Sikorsky S-76 helicopters, very, very cool helicopters. The only way you get on board one of those back home is if you're either A, very rich, or B, very poorly and need one as an air ambulance. But here you can use them, they use them on the helicopter Airline across to Vancouver Island. This is going to be a good flight, I'm looking forward to it. Right, helicopters here, going to take us across to Victoria. Thank you, morning. Good morning. So then airborne out of Vancouver on the Sikorsky S-76 of Helijet. This is so bloody cool. I've seen these boys coming and going the entire time I've been here in Vancouver, and I kind of wanted to try them, but I was like, it can't be that cool. It can't be as cool as a seaplane, but lordy, this is just incredible. That view straight out of there over Vancouver Harbour, and the back of an S-76. I feel like Christian Grey in 50 Shades. Twice as handsome though. So despite the fact that this is a flight from Canada to Canada, in fact from Vancouver just to a little island off the coast, we're actually in the US right now. Those islands down there are actually part of Washington State. Seattle's down that way somewhere. It's quite interesting. We're going to be landing over there in a moment, which is in Canada, but we're chopping across a little bit of America first before we can land down in Victoria. Good morning. Right, landed in Victoria. Time to head back to Vancouver. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, yes.
Must
Good,
be the
thank you.
final person I'm looking for.
Yes, I've just come off it and I'm getting straight back on. So.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
That was easy. Okay.
Nice and easy connection, hey.
Perfect. I guess. I don't know.
So here then at Victoria on Vancouver Island, such a cool flight actually. That was such a cool flight. Over on the S-76 from Vancouver, and now straight back in here because we're headed straight back on the next flight. So just heard them say there's 10 passengers again on this flight heading back, I think. So yeah, all good. Another ride on the S-76 is on its way.
Thank you. Have a great flight.
Hello again.
Take this one. Are you, sir?
Yeah.
A little bit of an extra leg room here.
Yeah, on the window, yeah? Thank you. Alright then, so airborne from Victoria, now heading back to Vancouver. Such an incredible experience this is, riding on these aircraft, on these helicopters, and you can just book a ride on one. There's nothing special, it's just a scheduled airline that goes from Vancouver to Nanaimo in Victoria. It's not too expensive either. I'll put the price at the end of the video like I always do, but you cannot beat this experience. It's just incredible. Look at this. That's the view you want when you're on a helicopter, isn't it, or on any aircraft. Alright, so even cooler, we get an extra flight on the S76. We have to stop at Vancouver International, at Helijet's kind of main base, while they get a little maintenance issue sorted out, and then we're going to take a really cool little hop from here up to downtown on the helicopter. Certainly, hopefully going to be taking the train over there anyway, so this should be fun.
So I've made us notice, not entirely sure how much you could really hear over the noise of the engines. We just had to pop back to Vancouver International. We've just got a minor little, it's an indication issue. We just have our engineering staff here. They're going to take a quick look at it. We should have you on your way shortly. I'm just going to go speak to them now, and I'll have more information for you in about 5 minutes.
Ooh, thank you. Right, heading inside for a little bit to get a coffee or something, and then hopefully get on our way back down to downtown. Either way, even if we end up here, I mean, it's only like a 20-minute ride on the road, but helicopter's cooler. So they just got a little bit of a maintenance issue to sort out. They said we should be back in the sky again in about 10 minutes from now, hopefully. So that's quite cool. So we get an extra ride in a helicopter. How many people are glad when they get diversions because they get extra flights? But me, especially when it's in one of these anyway. Thank you. Can I take the same seat again? Is that okay?
Yeah, preferably.
Thank you.
Sorry, in Vancouver Harbor in about a 9-minute flight. Enjoy your flight again.
It beats taking the train anyway.
Very true. You're much nicer than the Itai train.
My flight across to Victoria and back then cost me £206 or around about $280 US. Now whilst this isn't the cheapest way to get to Victoria from Vancouver, it's certainly in my opinion the most fun, and even better when you get a bonus flight out of it as well, as I did today.
That was a fun adventure.
Oh, what is it?
The good thing that we're not going to charge you extra.
I get an extra helicopter flight, I'm happy. So. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Thank you. As always, I'd like to say a big thanks to my patrons. You can join them at the link on the screen now for access to my WhatsApp group, live weekly Zoom calls with me, and much more. This guy thinks it's a good idea to drive his boat into an active heliport. It's pretty cool, isn't it? We don't just have muppets like that back home. He's getting very told off by the people who work here. See ya. Right, we are then back at Vancouver Harbour. Hey, got a friend. That was so cool, wasn't it? Over to Victoria, and then of course with a little diversion on the way back as well into Vancouver. We got 3 flights out of that for the price of 2. Even cooler. I really enjoyed that. You can check out HeliJet online, and they've got some like reasonably priced deals over to places like Victoria and Nanaimo. It's really cool here in Vancouver for flying with these and Harbour Air and everything else. Is pretty awesome, really. But let me know what you thought to it down in the comments, and what would you take to go over to Victoria? I want to know that down in the comments. Would you take the helicopter, or would you take the float plane? What is your preference? Or would you stick it old school and take the rickety old ferry? I haven't done that because I don't do ferries, but let me know down in the comments. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and from us, we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.